Okay, please find a relaxed and comfortable posture. Keep your back straight and lovingly and kindly close your eyes. Take a moment to settle on your cushion or chair. Find a relaxed and comfortable posture. And gently and slowly take a peaceful breath in and out. Inhale and exhale gently and slowly to relax your mind and body. Inhale and exhale. Feel your breath. Which is happening all over your body. And slowly bring your attention to the moment, the present moment. Experience the peacefulness, stillness around you in this room. Breathe in and breathe out. Having peaceful mind and body, let's start our practice. And slowly pay attention on your breath without forcing your breath, controlling your breath. Mindfully watch your inner and outer breath without wandering future or past. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. If you are having any distractions like sounds, thoughts, sensations, just know I'm having thoughts and slowly come back to your practice. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. When you are inhaling, you know that your body is inhaling. When you are exhaling, you know that your body is exhaling. While you are paying attention to your breath, you might see long breath, short breath, in and out. If you see long breath, understand I'm having long breath. If you see short breath, think I'm having short breath. Now slowly take a few peaceful breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Do it mindfully and slowly. And also it is perfect time to change your posture, move your body around if you want. And slowly we can switch our practice to loving kindness. Try to be loving and kind person to yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be content. May I be patient. May I learn to care for myself with joy and ease. Now extend your loving kindness towards your loved ones. Imagine their faces individually. If you want to think especially in this evening, also think of anybody that who needs your thoughts, your wishes. May my loved ones be filled with loving kindness. May they be well in mind and body. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. Now we can cultivate our loving thoughts towards all the living beings without having any conditions. May all the living beings be filled with loving kindness. May they be able to find peaceful and healthy environments. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. If you have any difficult people in your life, now slowly think of them. Without having any anger thoughts, try to practice your loving thoughts towards them. May my difficult people be filled with loving kindness. May they be well in mind and body. May they be able to find noble friends, noble guidance. Now slowly take a few peaceful breaths. Breathe in softly and breathe out softly. Breathe in, I'm in peace. Breathe out, I'm in peace. Today, this beautiful evening, you all are here to learn, to practice, to find peace and balance within yourself. Usually we are running around, busy with our day-to-day life. But today, this evening, you all are decided to come to the temple to practice, to sit with yourself, which is beautiful. Therefore, in this moment, appreciate your time, your commitment, your dedication to this practice. Same time, understand this is your practice moment. Whenever we approach to difficult times, maybe today when you go to your car, maybe tomorrow at your work, maybe in your home, maybe whenever you meet somebody, there are many moments will come to you to apply this practice. Those moments, be mindful, be patient and be diligent with yourself. Make sure to use your tools, which is your practice. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart. Make a commitment to yourself to apply this practice at least 5-10 minutes every day. May not any difficulties come to you, may not any dangers come to you. May your loved ones be well, happy and peaceful. May all the living beings be well, happy and peaceful. Thank you so much. Slowly open your eyes. Okay, let's do the chanting. Page number 4. You can listen to us. Also, you can follow we all. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ, Dutiyampi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Anicca vata saṅkhāra uppada vaya dhammino upajitva nirujjanti te saṅ samu sabbe satta avera hantu, sabbe satta abhyapajja hantu, sabbe satta aniga hantu, sabbe satta sukhi attānaṃ pariharantu. Mano pubbangama dhamma, mano setta manomaya, manasace paduttena, bāsati vā karoti vā, tato nandukka manveti, cakkhaṃ vahato padaṃ, mano pubbangama dhamma, mano setta manomaya, manasace pasannena, bāsati vā karoti vā, tato nan sukha man chāyāva anapāyini. Mind is the foreign of states. Mind is chief. Mind.
Suffering follows cause by that, as does the wheel
Mind is the foreign of states. Mind is chief. Mind made Ade. If with a clear and confident mind, one should either speak or acts. Happiness follows caused by that. We believe. We believe in generosity towards others. We believe the skillful noble path is marked by generosity. We believe generosity has many levels. Think generously, speak generously, act generously. We believe generosity is the heart of our spiritual practice, and this practice allows us to become open, accepting, and forgiving. My wish, may I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who lost their way, a ship for those with an ocean to cross, a sanctuary for those in danger, a lamp for those without light, a place of refuge for those who lack shelter, and a servant to all in needs. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the unwise, only the wise, until the time attain. Okay, good evening, everybody. How are you today? Happy to see you all, and I hope you're having a nice day. And today, I would like to share with you something that is not easy to practice. So, I know you are coming to here to learn something hard that you can apply to your day-to-day life. So, sometimes we have to learn something that we want to think deeply and that we have to put out more effort to practice. But this sounds very, very, very simple. But when we are going to apply the ideas, it is not easy. Sometimes when we are around the people, we are meeting different type of people, nice people, and very interesting people, and difficult people. Of course, maybe in your home, maybe at your workplace, maybe wherever you go, and just imagine that somebody is coming to you in front of you, just yelling at you without any reason, telling all the nasty words and hurtful words that somebody is telling and insulting you in front of you. So what do you do? You just remain silent. Can you do that? You can leave, yeah, you leave. Of course, definitely you are going to get mad. Maybe you are about to punch on his face because he's just insulting you without any reason, yelling at you. And of course, we get all the thoughts and anger, disappointment, and all the frustration. So maybe you are about to fight. So that happens everywhere. Wherever we go, people come and try to tell something to you, something towards you. And then that's why it is important. That's why I said in the beginning, this is what I'm going to share with you today. Might be a hard lesson for you. Maybe not. Maybe you are struggling about this idea. Maybe not. So maybe you are working on some people who's giving you a difficult, hard time. So while we are meditating, of course, we are practicing loving thoughts towards your difficult ones. I hope you have some difficult people in your life. Maybe not. If you do not have anybody, which is so great. So personally, when I'm thinking about that idea, I do not have anybody that is difficult for me, and I do not have that such a feelings. Sometimes you are not ready to share your loving thoughts towards your difficult ones because he or she is difficult. You don't their wellness or happiness. You are not ready for that, but you are having that all the effort to still have that compassionate thoughts towards those difficult ones. So, but I do not understand that feeling. Maybe you are having a difficult, hard time towards those difficult ones. So, then those people and people come, whoever come to here, people are having, many people are having with us those conversations and having hard people. I remember one time I did a dharma talk about the same idea, and one lady came to me and her story was absolutely terrible. While I was listening to her story, I didn't have an answer. She tried everything, those options doesn't work for her. And the end of the story, I think she went to the court or somewhere to figure it out. I didn't ask anything when I see her. So I hope she find a solution. But there are some cases you can't even find an answer. But there are some solutions, because the most important thing is we are always talking about taking care of your mental and physical wellness. It is very important. So therefore, these ideas will helpful for you to overcome those thoughts, emotions. And I know sometimes you are having a hard time sleeping. Maybe you are taking some medications. When you think about why I am having a hard time, maybe you can let go some certain things. You are just holding, and whenever you go to sleep, that everything come to your mind. You can go to sleep. You can have a peaceful sleep. Sometimes you are having a nightmares. You are waking up middle of the night. You can go to sleep again. So maybe when you think about the root, we are always talking about the root in the teachings. You can find the root. Maybe those incidents, situations. So I remember when I was a teacher in my monastery. This happened 2017. I shared with you this story one time, few times. Maybe some of you remember. I think that time I was around 22 or 23, and there was a young teacher in my monastery. He was around 20, 21 also. We both were very young that time. So that other my friend who was teaching there, he's very interesting guy. Okay, there are some monks, very interesting. So he was a very interesting young monk. He's very smart, talented, and he's a really nice, talented monk. That's why he became a teacher there, to teach little monks. So, but how he was always late to his class. He didn't pay much attention on it, and as a teacher, we have to be like on time. We have to be our class little early, and we have to prepare for everything. Otherwise, we can focus more, because it is very important teaching. We are teaching somebody, even though in a work. Then our principal, he didn't much happy about him. He tried to always advise him, but he didn't listen to him too much. But we are good friends. So I remember one of the evening. So we have a 20 minutes break during the teaching. So I was in my room. I was having my tea. Then he came to my room. And then he's my friend. So what I did, I tried to help him. I was like, "Why don't you fix this your mistake? Why don't you do that? If you do that, I think it's really good for you. Otherwise, our principal and they are not gonna happy with you. Why don't you fix it?" I was very friendly and I was very nice, and I was trying to help him. Maybe you have done this many times with your friends. Maybe you were in trouble. I was same. I was in such a big trouble. Once I spoke to him, he was so mad. He was so mad. Of course, he is a monk, but he started to use all the beautiful nasty words towards me. So he was really mad. He started yelled at me, scolded at me, and he was absolutely mad. He was keep talking and yelling at me. Why you are telling me those things? And it was a terrible moment. I was like, Okay, this is not a good time to talk. Why don't you leave? We can talk later. He was like, I'm not gonna leave. And he was keep talking. Then I tried to close my door. He didn't let me to close the door. He was keep yelling at me. Then somebody came, I think, and he was able to settle, and he just left. Since that day, I think this happened 2017 October, November. I was almost getting ready to come to here. Then I moved here following year January. Since that day, what happened between me and that my friend, he didn't talk to me at all. When I see him, he just avoid me, my presence. He just, you know what I mean. He didn't even talk to me. And then after I moved here, I didn't mad at him at all. After I moved here, I just text him. I said, I'm not mad at you at all, so don't worry, and do your work really well and teach little monks really well. I was like sending him a message. I was telling him those things. And then I remember last year, I was in Michigan, and all the monks were there. I was doing something at the temple. So out of nowhere, after 6 years almost, he sent me a message, and he said sorry, and he's still worrying what happened 6 years ago. And he sent me a long few text messages, and I was like, wow, why he's thinking about this still after 6 years? And I said, you still thinking about it? And I said, just forget it, don't worry, it just happened, I'm not still holding that. And while I was thinking about that, I thought, wow, sometimes some people, they can't even let go those things. They are just keep holding. We are just telling until their death. So maybe he's still, I don't know, maybe he's still worrying about that. Then he thought, why I moved here because of him? Of course not. I came here because of the Bhante Sujat and to help to teach here. But he thought I moved here because of him. He was thinking about that too much. Then I had to explain to him, no, I am moving to him not because of you. So it was really a good experience for me. I never had experienced something like that because I was trying to help him. Maybe some people, the same like that person. It doesn't matter a monk or doesn't matter a teacher or whoever, their position. Whenever we go to help, there's some certain people, they are trying to attack us. So that happened to me. And also there's another story, maybe you have heard from us. One time, one person came to Buddha. He did the same. He was yelling at Buddha, insulting and without any reason. Buddha was just like Joe said, somebody said, maybe Joe. And he was very silent. He didn't even tell anything. Then what Buddha said, my dear friend, if somebody comes to your home, of course you are preparing some food. If somebody visiting you, you are making some food. And Buddha asked, if he doesn't going to eat food, what you are going to do? He said, of course I am going to eat food because I do not want to waste the food. And Buddha said, same, you just offer something to me, but I'm not going to accept it. Just take it back. That Buddha said. But we are not a Buddha. But we have that qualities. We are trying to have those qualities. That's what I told you earlier. This is not easy to practice, but it is so much easy to tell. So therefore, whenever you are approaching those situations, we have to be very mindful because those people come to you not to heal you, not to make your life happy, not to make your day a beautiful day. They come to you to hurt you. Of course, they come to you to destroy your peacefulness. Maybe you experienced this many, many times. They have that intention. So the first thing is, you can try to remain silent. The other thing is, you do not try to change your appearance. Try to put a smile on your face, and because don't let them to ruin your moment. So don't show them you hurt, but you already heard inside. But the remain in silence and having those tools will helpful for you to remain calm. Maybe it might change that person's behaviors too. And there's a story. I was reading a book, and one philosopher, his wife was a angry person. Every time, without any reason, this philosopher's wife yelled at him, scolded at him without any reason. What he did, one morning she was doing the same, and he said, "Wow, today your voice is different. I like your tone. So it is really nice, better than other days." Instead of getting mad, he tried to tell her her voice, and then the situation completely changed. Maybe you can do something similar to that. I know those ideas sometimes impossible to do, but just some tools to use, because whenever we open our toolbox, there are many different tools that we can use. So therefore, we need those tools. What I want to tell you, whenever those people comes, do not let them to destroy your day. Make a beautiful smile. Try to remain positive, and which is very important. As I mentioned earlier, sometimes we are about to fight. Whenever you have those thoughts, try to hold you back. Try to remain steady, like a huge strong tree. Whenever winds blow up, it is trying to remain steady. So this practice will help you to understand, apply all the thoughts. Otherwise, you are not going to remain silence with those people. And this book, I'm always mentioning this book. This is called How to Focus by Thich Nhat Hanh. There's a nice paragraph. I'm going to read you. It is called A Clear Mind. What it is saying, meditation is not to avoid problems or run away from difficulties. We do not practice to escape. We practice to have enough strength to confront problem effectively. To do this, we must be calm, fresh and solid. That is why we need to practice the art of stopping. When we learn to stop, we become calmer and our mind becomes clearer, like clear water after the particles of mud have settled. I think you got the idea. So we are learning to stop, but it is not easy to stop. So whenever we approach to stop signs, we have to stop. Sometimes completely stop. If the cop is there, you might get a ticket. So therefore, whenever you see those moments, try to stop. Try to take a breath. So therefore, this practice will help you to understand that we are not learning to escape. You are not learning to run away. So this practice is a strength for you. Some people do not have. Therefore, I'm always telling here people, you are so much lucky, because where my mother is living, she has to go almost more than an hour to find a temple. Also, that temple do not have a monk. She's worrying because she couldn't find a monk to talk, or she couldn't find a place to go and stay and practice something. But you are so much lucky in this country, you have a place to come and sit, to listen to something, to meditate. So therefore you are very lucky, and you are very lucky to have this practice. So please think about the ideas, try to apply. I know it is hard, but keep trying. One day you will learn to stop. Okay? Thanks so much for coming. I hope you learned something. Thank you, Joe. And also, I have one more announcement. And there are some people we know volunteer every week, and Joe are not coming every Fridays to clean the temple. And Fanny, she's coming every Saturdays at 6:30 to volunteer a whole day at the farmers market. And we appreciate your help. And also, if you like to come Friday at 10, we are cooking. Fridays, we need some more hands. So we really appreciate that, because after I'm leaving, only Bhante Amit, and he needs more help. So otherwise he's going to get tired. So we are not going to have food. So we need more help. If you love to come and help at the temple, at the kitchen, you are almost welcome. Please come at 10, and so you can help to chop the vegetables and preparing all the things. And it is a big day actually. We start around 10. Sometimes we work until 5, 6. So it's a really long day, because just only we two, and sometimes few people come and help. So we need more hands. So if you love to come and help Fridays at 10, we really appreciate experiences. Only choppings. So is there any? Yeah. At the same time, you can learn how to cook Sri Lankan meals. Okay, you can make same at your home. So we are welcoming you all. If you love to come, please maybe you can talk to personally with us. We appreciate that. Okay, thanks so much for coming. You have a beautiful night.